I'm from PA, all right? Lancaster, PA to be exact. And y'all have asked me to be your PA travel guide guy, all right? I'm gonna tell you where to go and where not to go and what places I like, what places I don't like. You feel me? Um, yeah, let's keep it going. We're gonna be talking about Manheim. That's in Lancaster. And for the real fans out there, this is where Sky Bree is from. But you know what I mean? This ain't about her. You know what I mean? I actually did just watch one of her videos last night for the first time, and white girl, feel me? But anyways, Manheim, you know what I mean? You got Manheim Central and Manheim Township, you know what I mean? One's for the whites, for real, and one's for the gualas, you know what I mean? Let's keep it honest, you know what I mean? Because Lancaster, you really got a split down the middle, it feel like, you know what I mean? You got half Amish and a half Puerto Ricans, you know what I mean? And that's just how it goes in Lancaster, you know what I mean? But Manheim itself, like I said, it just depends on what part of little Manheim you in. You know what I mean? Once you get really out there in Manheim, it gets a little weird. It gets a little racist. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? But not too. But not too racist because they used to it. Because they're only right there. You know what I mean? But you know, you got the Manheim auto auction out there, big ass auto auction, all these cars and all that. Quarry and all of that. You know what I mean? There's a couple things out there, but there's nothing to do out there though. There's nothing to see out there. You know what I mean? It's not like, yo, I'm going to Manheim today. You know what I mean? And like you're excited. You know what I mean? It's but don't get it twisted. This is still PA. Alright, gang? You're still gonna find somewhere that has nice trails. You know what I mean? Somewhere that you can walk on. Probably find a little creek, a little river. You know what I mean? Shout out Puffin the Cut. So don't write it off. You know what I mean? Don't write it off. And to be honest, there's some alright pizza shops out there. There's some alright pizza shops out there. Um, I'm not gonna drop names because like I don't know. None of them are like too fire. It's like yo, go to the. But it's like yo, take a second, try some pizza out there. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think if it was alright. Because I think they are alright out there. There's a couple little shops out there. I think they alright. And if I'm not mistaken, they got that sandwich factory. You know what I mean? There's some things out there to eat, just not to do. Unless what you want to do is eat. Then, yeah, it's a sturdy little place. Look, as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, follow. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for the next place. Tell me where you want me to talk